How are we doing? Hey, Star fam. Hey, Black Lavender. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Dr. M. For me-pathy. Hey, said been impatiently waiting for this live today. Oh, thank you for being here. Hey, Lily D. Hey, Miss Gigi. Say yay. I binged all the new episodes last night and I didn't go to bed until 2. Are you ready to chat? This is really good. You guys are right. You guys are right. You guys are right. Miami is that girl. Miami is that girl. Oh, let me get these hands together. Hands, oh my goodness. I know it's because it's the winter, but the way I have been having to apply lotion on my hands and my feet, my God, today it's giving desert. But I know it's the winter. You know, I got my, where is it? It's not sponsored. Why can't you see it? There she is. Aveda. Or Aveda. We call it Aveda in Philly. Aveda hand relief. She's that girl. She's that girl. I love her. But my God, today, the hands. Yikes. Elbows too. Hey, Kimberly said, let me highlight it, said, hey, Nikki, please keep the content coming on my home channel. I needed that. I'm nosy. Oh, I have another video that I'm putting up tomorrow. Because I'm doing Vlogmas, but I just feel like if I put up a video every day, not everybody gets to see it. So I'm going to keep the videos up 2 days. And so every 2 days you'll get a new video, but I'll keep it up. We got a lot of content coming, a lot of family stuff. I know you guys love when my family are in my videos. So we're going to do a lot of family stuff because everybody's arriving this week. Hey, Dear Show Podcast, how are you? This show is really good, baby. That last episode. And I feel so bad for people who don't have Peacock because I'm like, bravo. People are missing out. Aisha said, I'm waiting for my next final to start. So this is a good distraction while I'm trying not to stress. Girl, I've been there. I've been there. I remember them finals. You got this. You got this. Hey, KB. KB said, how did you use your phone when your hands are freshly moisturized? You know what? This is really good. I'm trying to get y'all to see. I don't know what's going on. This is my light, this right here. This is really good. Here is why. It's not like greasy. It's not greasy, but it gets into your skin, but it's not greasy at all. I have no problems using anything. It's really, really good. The Dear Show podcast said, Nikki, the last 2 at home videos, were they last year or this year? Last year. Because I didn't vlog anything because the last Thanksgiving to this week was just crazy with work. I just did not have any time to do anything. I was extremely overwhelmed. So since I'm finally really on vacation, now I have more time to like film more current stuff, but I'm just putting up older stuff just because if I didn't put up anything, if I didn't put up those videos, I wouldn't have had nothing. I just did not have the time. LA is finally shutting down. My God, today. But yeah, everything is up from last year. TFB said, hey, Nikki, these other housewife franchise better take notes because the Real Housewives of Miami is doing it right. Yeah, and I didn't think they would with this cast, but this cast is great. Jazzy said, Nikki, please do the new season of Ready to Love in January. It looks so good. Yes, I talked to my mom about that. We're both very interested in doing that. So we'll keep that up. Peyton, you're right on time. Drewski said, girl, I haven't watched The Real Housewives of Miami since it moved to Peacock, but that leak audio actually managed to make it worse than Juan saying he didn't want to stay with his roommate. That leaked audio was awful. Awful. I hope she takes him to the cleaners and gets everything she wants. Denard said, hi, Star fam. Miss you all so much. Been wedding planning. Yay! Yes, crazy vice principal life. Oh, congrats, Denard. Congrats. You have to. If you want to, but we would love to see pictures. We would love to see pictures. I love how we have like weddings and babies and graduations, and we're just doing it big over here. I love the Star family. KB also said Lenny is really playing, and she a POC. She a POC. I thought Kiki and GOODT. Am I saying her name right? GOODT. And the only reason why, if I'm mispronouncing it, the only reason why is because her name is spelled like my cousin's name. So my cousin's name is GOODT. So let me know. Thank you, Shonda. Always on it. Always on it. Miss Gigi said the Cabo trip was this year, right? You have the same hair. So no, it was last year. You guys know I always get vacation braids because I don't like doing my hair. So I get my nails done, I get my hair done, I get lashes for my birthday. So I just don't have to do anything until the new year. But that was last year. That was my Cabo trip for last year. And the reason why I didn't post that is because as soon as I came back from that birthday, we moved. Like it was all moving stuff to Atlanta, and that just took so much out of me. I told you guys, when I move again, I'm never doing it like that. I learned so much. I learned so much of what not to do. Thank you, Shonda. Shonda said, please like the video and subscribe to get NikkiStar to 16K. We just got to 15. I love y'all. Thank you. E for me, it's not that. E for empathy. E for empathy. There it is. Said Miami really is that girl. It's a great show. It's a great show. I was watching it. My mom was like, let me come on here and see what this is because this is good. Miss Gigi said, when the Real Housewives of Miami came out the first time, they were not that interesting, but baby, they came back with a bang. Yeah, I tried to get into last season, but I really couldn't. But I think I'm going to get into last season just so I could be properly prepared with what's about to go down with Lenny this season. Drewski said it was supposed to be worse than. Oh, blame autocorrect. No problem. Thank you, Drewski. I want to get a couple more, and then Aye said, yes, girl, Lisa is part Jamaican. What does she look like before the work? What does she look like before the work? Because I can't see nothing. Oh my goodness. Sasha said, yes, you pronounce it right. I got 2 GOODTs in my family. Super Haitian name. Yeah, my cousin's African American. We just pick a name. Thank you, Sasha. You know what? I can Like, I think that this show is a come up for Larsa, to be quite honest with you. Just with how she's speaking on this show, it seems like no shade, right? We all need a little check. It seemed like she needed this check. Jazzy said, oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I didn't want to talk about it because to be quite honest with you, it that hit my family hard. So yeah, the industry is very small. Everybody knows each other, and that's just it's been a real rough, rough day for you know just this generation of entertainers. It's been tough. It's been tough, but yeah, very sad, very sad. Please get the help you need, and listen, tomorrow will be better. I promise you that. Denard said, thank you, family. Yes, pictures will be posted. It's going to be a mixture of Native American. I cannot wait. Like I'm going. I cannot wait to see the pictures, Denard. I'm so happy for you. And Jazzy, don't feel any type of way about that. It was just took a minute to even get on here because that was tough. That was tough. Yasmin said Lisa's mom is half Jamaican, but they don't have a good relationship. Oh, really? See, I gotta binge the first season. Oh yeah, I watched it back then. I actually thought it was good. I actually thought it was good. I do not know why they canceled the Real Housewives of Miami. I thought it was good. Nicholas expressed that I wish Adriana was full time though. She was stellar the first time around. She was, but Adriana's not giving me what she gave me last time. Alexia still annoying. Drusy said Lenny literally begged Lisa to have his kids, but now she's an issue, and he's just an idiot funding someone else's lifestyle. When you do clownery, oh, it's gonna come back to bite because everything is on camera. Everything is on camera. She's not the focus this season. She is not the focus. Larsa is not the focus. Miss Gigi said Larsa was on the original show many years ago before she got all that work. Yeah. Just I yes. Why not that? She was the star of Miami for me. She was the star of Miami for me. I don't know why they didn't bring her back. I really enjoyed her. I really enjoyed Lisa. I don't know why they didn't bring her back. Since we're talking about it, let's get into it. Let me make sure my pictures are here because my God, today. Y'all know streaming, you'll be doing me dirty. Let me make sure we got my picture. Here we go. Lenny, I can't believe that guy. We will get into it. So what we're first going to do is start off with like my first impressions of everybody. Because this is essentially the full cast outside of Leah Black and just a couple of friends of the show. Marisol, that picture's a little pixelated. I'm gonna find something better. Marisol, who I wish was full time. I like Marisol, but I don't know. Is Marisol struggling with something? Because the most we see of Marisol is in a confessional with the drink. I know they're trying to make a joke of it, but I'm just like, what's going on? Because she's always lit in them confessionals, and we never see her in the scenes. And I wish we would. I love Julia. I think she is a bright light, a breath of fresh air on this show. She is the only one that is currently married to not only a wealthy person, but a celebrity, a sports superstar. And so that's great. She brings that to the show because here we have an actual, celebrity, a sports icon on the show because of Julia. I enjoy her. I think she's very open and honest. I'm a little concerned. We'll get into it. She's that girl. She's that girl for me. Like, I don't know why Alexia's in the center because every scene is about this chick right here. I love her. Even when you can't stand her in the scene, she's that girl. I'm all for Lisa. Dr. Nicole. I like Dr. Nicole as well. I think with Dr. Nicole, her family dynamic is what's the most interesting thing about her. But there's nothing wrong with that. I love the fact that we have an actual doctor on the show. I love her relationship with her husband. I love that he don't mind spending money on his wife. When he was like, let's try to keep it under 100K for the engagement party. I was like, I know that's right, King. I know that's right. I like talk to Nicole. GOODT, my girl. This is my girl. I want more of her. I don't think she's a Cynthia of the show, but I think, in my opinion, she would be best to lead the group. Like, I like Lisa, but I think that Lisa is a bit too chaotic to be the leader of the group. I don't know if they gave Alexia that position because she was on the show, prior, but I feel like GOODT is the best one to do it. Here is why. GOODT don't be in conflict. And if she is in a conflict, it lasts for like 2 seconds, right? She always rises above things. She is somebody in Miami who is really doing the work, who don't need this show. I think she said that Vogue named her the best wedding planner in the world or something, the best party planner in the world or something like that. So she don't need this show. Like, GOODT's going to be booked, inside and outside of this show. And I just think she just has a level head. She's just fun to watch. And I enjoy her scenes. I really, really do. She's that girl for me. I think she needs to be in the center, Andy, and have the first chair. She's that girl for me. Larsa, really good on the show. Shocked that she is not more of a main character. Like, she's a part of the main cast, but Larsa in group scenes just falls to the back, right? She falls to the back a lot, but she does have an interesting storyline. I enjoy her. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch the last season, but not a lot of people are going up for Larsa, and I like her on the show. I think she's fun. Alexia. No shade. Alexia wasn't for me 10 years ago, and she's not for me today. Like, I can't get into Alexia because I feel like Alexia, I feel like the way Alexia acts, we have yet to see it, right? I feel like Alexia acts like she's that girl, but I have yet to see her be that girl. I have yet to see her, like, why are you that girl? Like, why are we focused on you? Why are you in the center? Right? Why are you like the core of? I have yet to see why she's the core of this group. If anybody acts like the core of this group, in my opinion, is GOODT. Adriana. I like Adriana. We just don't have enough of her. We don't have enough of her. I need more of her, and I need more of Marisol. I don't know why they're friends of the show if Alexia is a main cast member. Very weird to me. Maybe they just had limited time and they couldn't, do it or whatever. I don't know. But Adriana, in my opinion, and Marisol need to be full time. I don't understand. Kiki, love her. Kiki is fun. Kiki is fun. Kiki is messy, but she stays out of the drama. I feel like if Ashley stirred the pot like Kiki, she would probably not have such a brutal time with the fans, right? I think Ashley goes about stirring the pot in such an evil and vindictive way that you just can't enjoy watching it. But Kiki is messy, but she's just so fun, and she stirs the pot in such a fun and light way. You just can't get mad at her. I think she is somebody who reality TV shows needs, right? Like I said, with She by Sheree. I think she's great with pot stirring, right? Because she's light with it. She'll stir the pot. She'll admit it. She'll be like, oh, I just said it so you guys could heal, so you guys could fix it. But she just said it to be messy, but it doesn't come from a place of like evilness. It just comes from a place of, we're on the TV show. We need to get something going. Let's go. I see that in Kiki, and I like her. So that is my first impression on all the ladies. So I see we all feel the same way about Alexia. We all feel the same way about Alexia. Let's get into episode 1. We got lesbians, authentic lesbians on the show, and I love it. Not only do we have a lesbian couple, we have a married lesbian couple with a family, and the partner in this lesbian couple is Martina Navratilova. Y'all know Martina from back in the day. Y'all know her, the sports icon, the tennis icon. So she's on the show, and she is married to my girl, the kooky and fabulous Julia. I love her story. I love how she was just like, I really had a difficult time because here I am, this Russian model who's closeted. I'm trying to navigate this modeling world, trying to navigate now being in a relationship with a man and being married and having children and not really wanting that and not being able to be myself. And then I finally get the opportunity to live my life and be myself. And then that life is not cut short, but the life that she has always wanted to live, is ending a bit because her kids have moved out of the home. Her youngest has moved back to Paris to live with her father. And then her oldest actually went away to college. So she's dealing with empty nester syndrome, and it's hitting her very, very hard. The thing that concerns me, Julia, and I've been seeing it progress every episode, is that I really hope, like a lot of women that come on these shows, I really hope that you did not come on this show to break up, right? A lot of women, a lot of people, married people, come on these shows to just wrap their marriage up, right? And a lot of people, a lot of the people in the relationships who are the breadwinners, they agree to this so that their partner can have something outside of them and can have something financial outside of them so they can get their affairs in order and bounce. I hope that's not the case, but I feel like every episode it just gets increasingly worse for this relationship, and I'm very concerned. But I love Julia. I think she's a good time, but I'm concerned. I'm just like, we can't finally have like an authentic lesbian couple on this show, and then they break up. Like, y'all got to stay together. If not for you, for the look, like we need y'all to stay together. Larsa, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who this is. I was like, who? To be honest with you, I've never seen Larsa Pippen outside of the Real Housewives of Miami. So I had an idea of what she looked like, and then when she was introduced on the show, I'm telling you, when I looked at the when I got the promo for this so that I could create my thumbnail, my YouTube thumbnail, I did not know that was her. I don't know why I did not know that was her until after I started getting the images, and I was just like, no way is this her. I had to literally Google it because I could not believe. I don't know. And is this a recent look? Is this because I feel like she didn't look like this for a long time, right? I just did not know who she was. Oh, well, oh, amen. Amen. I was like, Larsa, isn't she 50? You gotta stop. Dr. Miami, what's going on? Because everybody say go to Miami to get the work, but I feel like at some point when the clients stop looking human, the board needs to come and take your license away, because this, I had no idea, like her entire face and body has changed. Do what you want. Be who you are. Live your life. But yeah, that was a jump scare because I did not know who that was. I did not know who that was. That aside, I think she brings it on this show because in this episode we have her and Lisa get into it. Lisa, who is fiery. Lisa, who is fiery even when she's wrong. Love her. So I guess because I have to watch the last season. I guess her and Larsa got into something at the reunion last year because Larsa felt like Lisa was her girl, but Lisa didn't defend her. So Lisa is like, me and Larsa have been in like this bad place. So she met up with all the ladies outside of Larsa, and they were hanging out and having like a really good time and just chatting or whatever. And then Lisa said that people, Alicia, liking all my stories. What's up, sis? And then Lisa was just like, well, Larsa, there's a joke going on that Larsa moved into a condo that got, all drug dealers and OnlyFans girls. And, that was a shot at Larsa because she does OnlyFans. What happened to the money? What? I just don't understand. I'm sorry. It is so crazy to me that these women are married to these wealthy men. And even if you get divorced, right? What's up with you're not married? What's up with the alimony? You got all these kids. What's up with the child support? Is Charlie not? Is it Charlie? Is Scotty? Is Scotty not paying child support? Is Scotty not paying alimony? What's going on? I'm so confused. I'm so confused that she has to do only, or maybe she wants to do it. But she was talking about how she's happy for her condo because this is the one thing that she has gotten outside of Scotland. Like she got this on her own with her own money, and that's from her OnlyFans. Also, the voice is different. If y'all watch Real Housewives of Miami back in the day, Larsa did not look like this or talk like this. This is an entirely different person. And listen, like I said before, your body, you can do whatever you want. But if you like just are a totally different person than how we met you, you got to say something. You have to let us know what's the tea, because I did not know who this woman is. Anyway, Lisa makes that comment about the joke. Lisa, it wasn't a joke. You were mad at Larsa and you were being shady. That's why you brought it up on camera. Own it. So anyway, Kiki, who was there, took that right back to Larsa. And I think that Lisa knew that was going to happen because she later says that they were in a group chat and she was trying to get the girls. She basically said to them, "Let me tell Larsa about the joke that I said." Why do you have to tell Larsa about the joke that you said? Because you know that the joke was mean spirited. It was absolutely mean spirited. Oh, in this episode, we get the iconic line, in my opinion, from Dr. Nicole's husband: "Let's keep the engagement party under 100K. I love that for her." I love that for her. We also see a bit in this episode. If you like, I had to go back and look at it. I started seeing how Lenny has a lot of disdain for her. Like Lenny does not care for Lisa. And if, like, for me, if you go back and watch it, you can see, and it was like in the early stages, right? Like when they're having conversations, she's always initiating the conversation. He's always finding something else to do, and he's always on that phone. Never engaged in any scenes with her or her children. I feel like the writing was on the wall, and I think Lisa probably knew that, which is why she has been reacting to Larsa this way. So anyway, Lisa tries to get ahead of the joke, but Kiki was there, so she goes back because everybody is now going to Larsa's condo party, right? And I guess because Larsa had issues with Julia and Adriana last year, she did not invite them to the full party. Like, she didn't invite them to the party that started in her condo. She invited them to the party that was at the rec room of her condo. So they were not there. So Kiki comes in and she's like, "Hey, how you doing? I was hanging out with Lisa." That's why Kiki. As soon as she got in the door, right? Kiki, the door didn't close before Kiki was like, "I was hanging out with Lisa," and she was saying that the only people that live in this condo is drug dealers, OnlyFans girls, hookers, and prostitutes. Girl, what's your opinion? Start that fight, Kiki. I hope she becomes a main cast member next season. So anyway, Larsa is visibly hurt by that, especially with the OnlyFans comment, because she does OnlyFans, right? So then Lisa comes to the condo party, and Larsa, as soon as Lisa walks in the door, Larsa's like, "Welcome to the hood." Now, Larsa, why did you say that? Because that's not what Lisa said, and that's not what Kiki said to you. So I don't know why you jumped to hood after the comment was made about prostitutes and OnlyFans and hookers and drug dealers. I don't know why you added the hood in there. Anyway, so Lisa's like, "Why you say that to me?" And she was like, "Well, I heard you've been talking about my condo, so welcome to the hood." And Lisa's just like, I made a joke. I made a joke, and that's why I told all the other ladies about it, because I told them to let me tell you, because I didn't want it to get back to you in a way, that it would hurt your feelings. So it was just a joke. And Larsa was like, "It's cool, but I don't know why you're talking about my condo when you rent out your home to pay your mortgage." Well, baby, that struck a nerve with Lisa. I don't know if it's true. Later in the season, we find out about home equity lineage and all of that stuff. Listen, I don't know nothing about that. Okay, I rent. No shame in my game. Even Julia was like, everybody here has rented before and everybody got a mortgage, so she felt some sort of way about that too. Anyway, so Lisa, I guess that just struck a nerve with Lisa. She was just completely pissed and upset about that. So her and Larsa start going back and forth. This is the thing that I want to say to Larsa, right? If Lisa is your friend and you want to mend fences, you continually say in your confessional that something is going on with her, that something is very different with how she's reacting, right? If that's the case, Why do you keep on saying, as she's visibly getting even more and more upset? In no way am I defending Lisa. Lisa was wrong. Lisa said that comment because she was mad at Larsa and she said it on camera as a dig. I think Lisa regretted saying that after that scene was filmed. That's why she hopped in a group chat and was just like, let me talk to Larsa about it on camera. Like, I don't want you guys saying anything. But Kiki was like, F that. I'm trying to get, what the hell they hold in Miami? I'm trying to hold the Flamingo next season. So I'm gonna say what I need to say. So I get why Larsa was absolutely upset, but then Larsa's in her confessional saying that she's her friend, and constantly saying that she wants to move forward with her. But if you want to move forward with the girl, you see that something's going on. You see that she continues to get angrier, angrier, angrier every time she says, "My home, I own my home. There is no mortgage." And Larsa's like, "No, but you do." She's like, "No, I don't have a mortgage." Larsa's like, "It's okay. It's public knowledge. Everybody knows that you have a mortgage." And Lisa's like, "I do not have a mortgage. I own my home." And Larsa's like, "You know what? I want to move forward. We're really good friends. You do have a mortgage. Let's move on." Girl, you're not going to move on if you don't let that go, because Lisa's not going to let that go. I don't know why she hooked on to that one thing, but I think that one thing was a way for her to get out of her frustration that she's been dealing with at home with Lenny. Because if what we saw on camera is what she's been dealing with, we know that it's absolutely magnified when the cameras are no longer there. So at the end of this episode, Lisa and Larsa bury the hatchet and they finally decide to move on. But Lisa doesn't, because Larsa does not let go that she, has a mortgage. Again, it is not Larsa's fault. Lisa was absolutely wrong. My thing is, if you want to move forward with the girl, you're going to have to give her that. You're going to have to give her that. You're going to have to let that mortgage line go. But Larsa was like, "No, you have a mortgage, but I want to move forward." I love how the show has money. I love how this show has money. Let's move on to episode 2. I knew that something was going on with Julia and Martina from the first episode. Here is why. Because Martina was talking about how she was going on a trip for 6 days. She was going, to be in some cabin, and she's going to be skiing by herself for 6 days. I was like, you going on a trip by yourself for 6 days without your wife? That don't seem weird to you? Because that seemed real weird to me. I was just like, so y'all just do that? Y'all just go on single trips without your mate? That was real weird to me. So later in the episodes where we find out that they've been having some issues, I'm like, well, I can sort of kind of see that. Now, maybe that is normal. Maybe that's a married people thing. But I'm just like, your wife is going someplace skiing in some cabin in Swiss Alps or whatever for 6 days without you. Why? You can't just go there and sit in front of a fireplace and have some warm hot chocolate for her when she come back off the slopes? I don't know. That was just a little that took me back. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe that's what people do later in life when they're married. Maybe, you have to have y'all separate trips. I could understand if Martina's just like, me and the boys are gonna go skiing, it's a athlete getaway or something like that. But it's just her, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay. So I knew that something was going on when she said that, because that didn't make sense to me. But you know what? Is it this hand? I'm single, so I don't I don't know. Maybe that's what the married people do. And also another thing that I knew that something was up is because Julie also has a farm. She has a farm that's an hour away from where she lives. She doesn't want to live where she lives. She says, "This is Martina's home. Martina built this. This is Martina's dream home. I did not want to live here. I wanted to live, out where my farm is." So we're starting to see the cracks, right? We're starting to see Martina taking trips for a week without her wife. We're starting to see Julia spending time an hour away at the farm because that's where her peace is, because the kids are no longer there. I think hopefully that they can get through it, because this does happen with a lot of couples, especially a lot of couples when they have kids. Either the kids leave and the relationship grows stronger, or the kids leave and you realize you didn't like each other outside of the children, right? When you were a unit, it worked because you guys could be partners raising these kids. Now the kids are gone and it's just you two. That's when you start to realize, is this the person that I want to spend the next journey of my life with? And I think they're both in that place, but I think it's more so Julia, because I think Martina's just like, this is how my life has always been, because Julia has been very hands on with the kids. And I've been there, but I've been traveling, I've been being a sports icon. I have not, had to do as much as she is doing. And now that Julia doesn't have that work to do anymore, I guess she's starting to see some things. And I think one of the things she is seeing is that she doesn't enjoy Martina. Oh, I can't. Please don't break up. Alexia got on my nerves this episode because I feel like the issues that she has with Gertie is a non-beef. It's a non-beef. It's a non-beef. Oh, she didn't do my party. She was occupied and you were not ready. Like, you didn't like any of the things that she was doing. You had a problem with every suggestion. She was doing something else and she was doing something for a family member. So, and it was a totally different party. I just feel like Alexia is just trying to pick with Gertie and it just doesn't make any sense. And I love the fact that Gertie was just like, I'm not featuring her. So she can fight with me as much as she wants. I'm not going to give her that. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to move on with my life and I'm going to let her fight in them confessionals about this party. I felt like it was just a non-beef. And I just think that it was either Alexia trying to have a scene, or Alexia really having a one-sided beef with Gertie. Either way, I want her to drop it and move on to something else. Let's focus on them kids, especially that oldest. That's where your mind needs to be. You picking fights with Gertie. You need to be picking fights with that son that don't know how to speak to you. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Does Larsa? No, I'm not gonna talk. We'll talk about it later. But I'm just like, what kind of OnlyFans is it? Is it like? Let me go to the comments. Is it like a sex work OnlyFans, or is it? Well, it's all sex work, but is she just doing lingerie, or is she getting her back blown out? Larsa, oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just taking all this in because I don't know anything outside of the Real Housewives of Miami show from 10 years ago. Like, she's just not on my radar. So I'm like, I learned all this stuff about her on this show, and I'm like, what is going on? Is Larsa getting her back blown out with some teenagers in the home? Where the hell is Scotty? What is going on? And why is she messing with that boy? What is going on? Anyway, let's move on to episode 3. There's some things that happened in episode 2, but they came more to fruition in episode 3. Alexia and that son. Let's start there. I think it would have been wise for Alexia to never bring up this incident with her son. Here is why. You brought up the incident, but you brought it up in a way where your son was the victim, right? And I'm not saying that he's not. I'm saying if you do a little bit of research, it sounds different in the research. And I think I would not have researched had you not brought it up on the show, because I guess maybe you felt like you needed to talk about it, but I just think you just need to stay out of his personal affairs with this girl. If this relationship is toxic or not, whatever it is, I think you just need to stay out of it, because it seems like the more you talk about it and the more you try to make the girlfriend the problem, knowing that we have scenes of your son being extremely problematic, I don't think it's going to work out for you. So if I was you, I would stay out of his relationship with that girl and don't have an opinion about it on camera. Because I just don't see that working out in your favor. And maybe I need to go back and watch the last episode and last season. But I was just so annoyed in this episode and the last episode, episode 4, how people are like, everybody in Nicole's world is trying to force her to make amends with her father. She's a child. It's so crazy to me how parents, and especially fathers, are just not held accountable with their relationships with their kids, right? It's like the child is always supposed to make the relationship right. And that baffles me. It's like you are the freaking parent. How does nobody hold you accountable for not doing the work to have a good relationship with your kid? Because if you have a bad relationship with your child, something happened there, right? Do the work. He's so stubborn. We cut to the scene, the flashback scene where he is drunk out of his mind, and she's just like, I don't want to have a conversation with you like this. And he's just like, well, I'm not going to change. So what do you want to do? Then we have the all the scenes that she has from episode 1 through 4 is with her mom telling her to fix it with her father. And then the mom is just like, well, we are your parents and this is who we are and we are not going to change. But y'all want her to change. Y'all want her to become this person that you can digest. But y'all can't make any adjustments because you're the parents and she's just supposed to eat that. I don't know. Maybe I just need to go back and watch the last season, but I just do not like how everybody is telling her, well, he's your dad and he's old and you just have to accept him for who he is and the relationship that well, is he doing any accepting of her? Because it seems like the only one that's doing the adjusting here, the only one that's doing the bending is Dr. Nicole. I don't like that. I don't like that. And stop taking advice from Alexia. Dr. Nicole, let me take Alexia now. Stop taking advice from Alexia. Alexia is always giving advice and none of it is good. None of it is good. It's just like, girl, look in the mirror. Stop giving advice and fix your own life. How did she get in the center? How did she get in the center? The only thing, let me end right here in episode 3, talking about Lisa. I will say, you know what? Hold on. Let me hop back to Alexia because something just came up. Alexia does this thing where she's just like, I'm being a good friend. I'm being a good friend. That's why I'm telling you this. I'm being a good friend to you, girl. No, you're not, right? Because why did you have to tell Adriana on camera that that the dude that she is dating is married with 3 kids? And then you're saying, like, I'm just being a good friend. That's why I have to tell you, I'm being a good friend. How you being a good friend? This girl is like, oh, I'm dating this guy and me and him are really happy. And on camera, says you're being a good friend. Tell her, I heard that he's married and got 3 kids. You are, child, when they finally put their hands together and see you for who you are, child. Anyway, let's move on. Lisa, I hope you're not watching this season. You're my girl. I need to see what she looked like before because y'all telling me that this is the black woman. Anyway, Lisa, if I was you, I wouldn't watch this season. Here's why. In your confessionals, the way you were talking about this husband of yours, the way you are talking about Larsa, because you and her are currently beefing right now. I'm glad that you two are in a good place because they were on Watch What Happens Live. And Larsa was very supportive of her. Lisa was very supportive of Larsa. So I'm glad that they're in a good place. But the way that you were talking about her, yikes. Because like in just one episode, your life flipped like that, right? You went from talking about Larsa doesn't understand because Larsa isn't married. Larsa don't have the money that me and Lenny have. And it's just like, girl, neither do you. This is why I'm telling you, women, it will never ever benefit you to drag another woman because in 2 short seconds you will be in her situation. Shut up. All you need to do is support another woman. Support your sisters and mind your business. Because when y'all start getting to that, talking about if she don't got this and she don't got that, because I got this and she want to be like me because she got that. The next thing you know, I'm telling you, I feel like karma just listens for another woman to start hating on another woman. As soon as you start hating on another woman, karma's just like, you're not special. You're not special. So I was like watching this and just cringing, watching her confessionals, because I'm like, oh my God, it's about to change for you in one episode. And it sure did. It sure did. Let's get into episode 4. Let's get into episode 4, the meat and potatoes of this show. Let's get into it because so we're here at the point where now Lenny is just no longer faking like he enjoys his wife, right? He would give that little, fake smile every now and again. He's no longer smiling. He's just like the mask is off and we could just see who he is. Because at the end of episode 3, like Lisa creates like this really nice romantic dinner for him. Lenny is not interested. He's always on that phone. Always on that phone. He is not really interested in it. While they're sitting down having a romantic dinner, one of I don't know if it's the housekeeper or another nanny, but she comes in and says, oh, the nanny fell while she was taking a shower, and I think she broke her arm. Lisa responds like a normal human being, and she's like, oh my goodness, all right, let me call the ambulance. Let's get her some help. Lenny takes his phone and he walks off camera, right? And Lisa is like running around, like trying to get 911, trying to figure out how to get the nanny to the hospital. And Lenny pops back up and he's just like, oh no, she's fine. It's not that big of a deal. She can be driven to the hospital. She just needs some ice. First of all, what kind of doctor is Lenny? Because I would never want him working on me. I would never want him working on me because he says it's not that big of a deal. It's just a wrist injury. Just a wrist injury? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And Lisa's like, okay, let's get her an ambulance. And he was like, no, you don't want to you don't want to abuse the system. That's abusing the system. If you're if you're calling 911, if you're going to get her an ambulance, that's abusing the system. If the lady broke her arm, how is that abusing the system by calling the ambulance to transport her instead of putting her in a car, driving her there, and you don't know what the hell you're doing? Let's have professionals handle this. So he like snaps on Lisa because she's like, I'm going to call an ambulance. And he's like, no, Lisa, that's not what I told you to do. Like, why the hell are you mad? The nanny's got a broken arm. Why are you mad at her for doing the right thing? Even a chef. Lisa, you need to get with that chef. That cute little bear. A fine, thick man that can cook. Okay. But anyway, he was like, I would call an ambulance too. But like Lenny gets upset. He cusses Lisa out. And he's just like, somebody can just take her. She's fine. No, she's not. She's not fine. And it's not just a wrist injury. What kind of doctor is he? I hope he's not no freaking surgeon. I hope he ain't no surgeon. It's this ain't HIPAA, is it? What are the board of doctors that make decisions? Because I just could not believe that he was just so nonchalant about that lady having just a wrist injury. So anyway, they finally are able to handle the nanny situation. And then later on in the episode, Lisa has this newbie. No, that was Larsa's party. She has some kind of party that she did it as a celebration of life for her dog. It wasn't supposed to be that, but they had to put their dog down because he was having complications walking, and the whole family was just tore up about that, especially Lenny, because that's the dog that they got when they had their first child, and that dog has been with them through everything. So Lisa just transformed the party into basically just being a celebration for him. She was just like, oh, I think the dog name is Jax. Jax would want that. And I'm like, Jax is the dog, but I get it. I get it, dog people. Don't fight me. I know they're your kids. But I was just like, would he really? Or would he just want a Scooby snack? Anyway. So while she's planning this party, Larsa has a party to like some kind of dog party. It's not some kind of dog party. It's a party where she's basically trying to hawk this new venture that she's doing with her dog trainer, who was fine. Larsa, why don't you get with the age-appropriate dog trainer and not Michael Jordan's son? I felt like the dog trainer was more age-appropriate. Anyway, do what you want to do, girl. Live your life. So at this party, the only reason why I'm talking about it is because I saw a clip of Adriana talking about Larsa's butt, right? Like, it seemed from the clips that they showed on this episode, Adriana was really obsessed with Larsa's butt. So Adriana says to Larsa, she says to her, oh, I'm getting where's my girl Adriana? She says, oh, I'm getting a Brazilian butt lift and I want you to come with me. And Larsa's like, why you want me to come with you? She was like, because you got your butt Adriana, this is not how you make amends with somebody after you drag their behind, right? And Larsa is just like, no, I'm good. I don't want to come with you. You talked about my behind, and then they keep on showing that clip of Adriana saying, oh, her butt just does not look real. It's not proportionate to her body. And then you get Alexia saying, well, if she's getting her butt done, she's gonna need to gain some weight, because if she has those skinny legs and that big butt, her body will not look proportional. And I just want to say this. Was Adriana hating on Larsa? Because Larsa says, this just goes to show you that the people that actually hate on you actually want to be you. And I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I think that Adriana, was looking at Larsa's body and was just like, damn, I will like that too, right? And that's why she's getting the Brazilian butt lift. But I will say, Larsa, you can absolutely be happy with your body, but I think the work that was done is something. Whoever did the work, I feel like you got a case, in my opinion, because I just, there's something, it's like bruising, and I feel like they ain't do you right, in my opinion. I feel like they ain't do you right, and I think Adriana was absolutely hating, but I think she spoke facts on some things. I really, really do. But you know what? If you're happy with your work, go ahead. But I just feel like, there's some things going on that probably shouldn't, and the skilled surgeon would not have done that to you. But she's right about Adriana hating, in my opinion. So Julia comes to this party. First of all, Julia, we're gonna have to do something with you and these damn animals. Julia brings an animal to every party. Every party. I don't know. Maybe it's an empty nesting thing happening, but she has to find an animal sitter, because she cannot bring an animal to every party. Because at the end of the day, no shade, Julia, these animals ain't well trained. They're always barking or eating off the tables that the humans eat off. It is not awful. It's not sanitary. And you cannot control them. You saw her dropping everything trying to get that goat from eating the crackers off the table. Then when she brought her dog to the beach to bark, the dog was barking at the freaking people playing volleyball. And the dog is as big as Julia, so she's in the scene, but the dog is pulling her this way, so she can't focus. And she's in another scene about to drop plates because the goat is eating everything and she can't get herself together. And I'm like, Julia, you need an animal sitter. You cannot bring these animals to every scene. What is she gonna bring to the new scenes in episode 5? A freaking jaguar? She needs help. Somebody gotta tell Julia. Production has to let her know, you have to keep them animals at home, because you're not focused. You're not in the scene. So anyway, Julie's at this party and she's falling apart because Martina was just like, if you continue to act the way you act, I'm not going to be with you, because she's empty nesting, right? She's dealing with it really, really bad. Like I said, Martina is not feeling the same way, because I think that this has been Martina's life, right? I think the only person whose life has changed is Julia's, and she doesn't know what to do. She's bored. Martina is getting on her nerves. Everything that Martina does is like annoying to her. Martina can't make dinner for 2 people now. Like, you're just being ridiculous. You're just being ridiculous, Julia. And I get that you missed your kids, but if everybody is telling you that you need to get a grip, if your kids are saying you need to get a grip, if your wife is saying that you need to get a grip, if your girlfriends are saying you need to get a grip, you need to grip. You need to get a grip. Who are you waiting to tell you that you need to grip? The goat? Are you waiting for one of them animals to say something? Because you need to get it together. I just hope that what you're going through doesn't push your partner so far away that they can't return. And I just think you are one person on the show in a really healthy relationship. And I wish that you could figure this out. I really, really, really do. So anyway, after Julia does all this crying, we get to the hot mic, right? So at the beginning of this, Lisa is trying to take pictures with Lenny. He's acting like everything is okay. And she's like, take a picture, act like you love me. And Lenny's like, yeah. But I will say, throughout, from episode 1 through 4, everybody was talking about, especially Lisa, how much weight Lenny has lost, how much better he looks. I didn't see what I mean, I saw some flashbacks. Maybe I need to watch last season. How different does he look? He got the same hair plugs. He got the same fillers. He got the same teeth. How different is I don't know, but anyway, she's bragging on him how great he looks, and I don't know if there was a conversation about him not feeling appreciated by her or something, but I felt like she was putting 20 on 10 about how great this man looks. And so as Lisa goes to be the super host, saying hi to everybody, just hosting, Lenny is hanging out with their family friend, Victor, right? So the camera guy, shout out to the Bravo cameraman because he knew some mess was about to go down. That's why he didn't go far. So Lenny is talking to Victor, the family friend, and he's filming him or whatever. The cameraman is filming him or whatever. And then the cameraman just takes the camera and he slides through the hallway. Well, he is going mad slow, right? And as he's going slow, you can hear Victor and Lenny talking because Lenny is still mic'd up. And Victor's just asking him how everything's going. He's just like, not good. And Victor was just like, oh, I thought you guys, were working it out. And he was just like, no, 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 no. And then Victor was just like, well, I want to be single soon. And he was just like, me too. And Victor was like, what? He was like, yeah, in a few short days, I want to be single. And Victor's just like, whoa, 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 what happened? Like, you guys were working it out. And Lenny's just like, we can't work anything out. And Victor's like, are you guys still having sex? And he's like, no. He's like, no. And Victor is just like, why aren't you and your wife having sex? And he was like, because if I sleep with my wife, I'll be cheating on the one that I really love. This is how you end up on Snap. This is how you end up on Snap. Excuse me? If you sleep with your wife, you will be cheating on the woman that you actually love. So you already been banging that side chick. Lisa, I hope you are able to use all of this footage. I hope you're able to use all of these hot mic moments in court against that fool. I want you to take everything. Everything. Because that man don't care about you and he don't care about his kids. Because Victor's like, I think your son can hear. And he was like, no, he's cool. He's fine. He can't hear anything. And then Victor's like, are you Mike? He was like, yeah, that's why I'm whispering. He wanted to be caught. He wanted to be caught. There's no way. That man was being extremely reckless because he's done. He wants out of his relationship and he was doing whatever he could to embarrass and humiliate his wife because he no longer wants to be with her because apparently he has fallen in love with someone else and he is having sex with them. Lisa, is your name on anything? Is your name on anything? Because Alexia was making it her business to say she needs to check and make sure it's not just Lenny on everything. And I think her name isn't on this house, which is I think when they premiere it on Thursday, episode 5, I think that's going to be the scene where he tries to put her out of the house. Her and his kids. Like, that's the thing. He's not just putting out Lisa, he's putting out his kids too. So that his side chick can live in it. An awful human being. An awful human being. I'm so sorry, Lisa. That's so sad. That is so sad. Now, that does not excuse her behavior, right? That does not excuse her going after Larsa. I mean, the way she would not stop going after Larsa, especially at Alexia's wedding, she would not get off of that lady's neck. And I'm like, girl, this is a celebration for your friend. Do you want to chill out? But it's obvious that she was just going through all kinds of turmoil at home. It still is no excuse for how she treated somebody who's been a really good friend for her. But they're in a much better place. They're in a much better place. But that's just so unfortunate. That is just so, I could not believe he said that. And he knew that this will make the show. That's why Victor asked him if he was mic'd up. He's like, no, but I'm whispering. No, you're not. You're speaking in your full voice. You're speaking in your full voice, and you did not even wait for the cameraman to leave the room before you started talking about divorcing your wife. Evil. Evil. Lisa, take him for everything. Take him for everything. Take him for everything. Let me tell you something. Lisa's my girl. She thought she ate with that. She thought she kept walk the plank. I need her to walk the plank. It's not landing. It never landed. It never hit. Move on. Move on from that. No! Women, let's talk. If you're going into a relationship with a man that's extremely financially successful, right? And the only thing you're taking into this relationship is the fact that you are a night shift manager at H&M, don't sign a freaking prenup. What are you doing? Don't sign a prenup. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Now, if y'all both equally wealthy, I get it. Protect your assets. But if you don't have any assets going in, don't sign a prenup. You're going to sign a prenup for Lenny. For Lenny. Child. Gossip and Grigio said his side chick is in her 20s and looks like a younger version of her. Can you send me that on Instagram, Gossip and Grigio? I need to see who she is. Hey, Brenda. Brenda said, what's so messed up is he wanted to have children with Lisa so bad. They now have 2 little children who will now deal with an ugly divorce and homelessness because daddy said, I want you and the kids out. I'm like, damn, the kids can't even stay. Wow. Just an evil man. I cannot sleep with my wife because I'll be cheating on the woman that I'm in love with. Oh, electric chair. Electric chair. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is grounds for a jumping. That's when you call your cousins and tell them to get to jumping. How dare you? How dare you? I want to go up and get some older comments and then I'll come back to the most recent ones. Hey, Yasmin. Yasmin said, Dr. Nicole, GOODT, and Kiki have been my favorite since the show came back. I like Larsa, Julia, and Lisa also. Alexia is trash, and I don't care about Marisol and Adriana. I feel like Marisol and Adriana can have such a bigger part. Like, there's no reason to not have them as main cast members. They're so good. What is going on? So what is going on? Because I just feel like you are just too old for this mess. Ma'am, you are about to be 50. Where is Scotty? He got to make this right. He got to make this right. Hey, Minerva, how are you? Glad you're here. Glad you're here. You know what? Yes. Hold on. I saw something. Yeah, did we answer that? Child. Where is Scotty? And not only is she dating Michael Jordan's son, like they in a relationship. They're in a relationship. He was at Watch What Happens Live sitting like a proud husband. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What is going on? And she's like, oh no, that's just my friend. And he's sitting there in the audience. Andy just shoots the camera to him and he's like proud. I'm like, what? Wasn't he friends with your kids? I'm telling you, rich people are weird. Rich people are weird. This only happens in the wealthy communities. They just do all kinds of stuff and just everybody just look the other way because people got money. Weird. Weird. Are you hanging out with his mother and then you banging her son? Crazy. Great. And they making a joke of it, but I'm like, every confessional, that lady not only has a drink, but she a little slubbering words and everything. And then we never see her at events. Marisol is never at an event. And when she does come to an event, she got a drink. What's going on? She absolutely was. She was the money in Miami. I don't know why they don't have her on the show. She's still doing it big. Very weird for me. Very weird. Very, very weird. Miss Gigi88 said, when Marisol says she never gets hangovers, I yelled that because you're always drinking. Always. Peyton says, Lisa, Larsa, Kiki, and Gertie are, oh, I got that one. Alexia is annoying and very self-centered. Because Alexia acts like she don't have no issues, right? That she's just perfect. And I'm just like, your son, forgive me for not talking about it. Your son showed up to film a scene with you high out of his mind. Pupils on like enlarged. Like his pupils took over his entire eyeball. He was slurring his words. He could barely sit up. And you're trying to have a conversation with him about how terrible his girlfriend is. Ma'am, your son can't sit up straight and you still filmed this scene. Like either you didn't know that something was going on with him or you did not care. That's crazy to me. Because listen, I feel like if I was Alexia and my son showed up to the scene like that, I would tell the producers, this scene ain't happening. We're not doing this. I'm not filming this with my child like that. You still filmed the scene. And not only did you film the scene, you filmed it in a way to make you seem like you're some saint for, taking care of your son and for still allowing his girlfriend to be in his life and say, no woman is going to come in between me and my son. Well, what about cocaine? Because something has come in between you and your son. Something up with that boy. Like he could not sit up straight, y'all. And he's like in the scene just sinking. And I'm like, Alexia, you still eating that damn salad? You don't see your son? Like, I just could not believe that she still filmed that scene. I would never put my child on camera like that. Never. Like, you got issues, Alexia. You are not perfect. You got to fix that, mama. You have got to fix that. What's up, Sebastian? How are you, love? Hey, Brenda. Brenda said, Gertie is the candy of the group. She stays booked and busy and handles conflict well. I love Gertie. I love Gertie. She is great on this show. Great. What's up, Sasha? Sasha said, Alexia is low-key prejudiced. I didn't want to say it, but she hits me in my ancestors. She hits me in my ancestors. I lived in South Florida. She reminds me of a typical conservative Cuban who plays Latina or white identifying when it works for her. Listen, Sasha, we here. We here. I just, she hits me right in my ancestors. ST said, I sense some kind of fraud with Nicole. Oh, really? Too much wealth just to be a lawyer and a doctor. Oh, no, I love that couple. Oh, God. I love that couple. Hey, Joy. Joy said, Alexia wants Gertie to humble herself because Alexia is not used to people like Gertie being equal or better than her. Child, speak on it. Speak on it. I hope not, but Julia is acting crazy. Like, why are you picking a fight with Martina? This is like, oh, Julia, don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Oh, no, don't do it. Julia. Baka says, Larsa has a whole new face. I did not know. I'm telling you guys, I did not know that was her. I'm telling you, when I got the promo thing, the clip for my YouTube thumbnail, I was like, where is Larsa? I remember, can I be real? I remember her looking very ethnic. Okay. I remember it was like Kim Kardashian before Kim got to work too. You know what I mean? Like I remember her looking real ethnic. Like you could call it. You could call what this sis was. It's like everything is, they gave you a whole new face and you didn't need one. I hope she's happy. It's like, what is she doing on OnlyFans with them teenagers and what the hell is going on? I'm so mad at Scottie Pippen. I can't believe this. Miss Gigi88 said, Larsa, oh, that makes sense. Larsa was best friends with Kim K. It looks like she went to, that butt. Joy said, did y'all see Larsa's hair extensions when she answered the door for Kirby? I'm mad at Scottie. Why your ex-wife and the mother of your kids out here like this. You did something. Deborah said, that's what happens when you try to reverse the irreversible as opposed to trying to look your best at whatever age. Yeah, listen, I'm not opposed to getting work done, but I just feel like a lot of women, a lot of people in general, are going to people who are not skilled in their face. This is the thing. Larsa, in my opinion, should have probably went to somebody who works on ethnic features, right? You should have went to somebody from your people and got that work done, right? You should have went to somebody who works on the bodies that you want to emulate and got that work done. But listen, if she's happy, if she's happy. Oh, this is my mom's favorite show. We was getting into it. I might invite Mama Star for the next live. Taina, right? Taina, hey Taina, the bombshell said when that man says he's not intimate with his wife because then he'll be cheating on the woman. Child, he would have been in the ditch messing with me. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I was like, excuse me? What did you say? On camera, mic'd up. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Yasmin said Lenny hasn't liked Lisa for years. I think he's absolutely wrong for how he does her, but also let's be for real, the writing was in bold print. I didn't want to say it, but I was just like, it seems like she gets on his nerves. I honestly think, that she was his starter wife, right? I think that, men pick women, men like that pick women that they want to have kids with, and then they pick women that they want to live the rest of their life with as like a trophy wife, right? That's why a lot of these women who are trophy wives, when they get with these men, they want to have kids, and the guy doesn't want to have kids. And she's just like, why don't you want to have kids? Because your role is to look young and thin. You are never supposed to get pregnant. You're not supposed to change that body. You're not supposed to be a mother. Come on, Ashley, right? Gollum liked her because she was young and thin and multiracial, because he liked a little, a little mocha in his frap, right? So he wanted her to be that. As soon as she decided to pull that mom card on him, he was out. But that's the role that the trophy wife, the second, the trophy wife plays. The starter wife is the one that supports them and gives them kids. After they get that legacy, because it's not because they want kids, because they want to be a dad. They want a legacy. They want somebody to leave something to, and to keep, the money flowing in the bloodline, right? That's all it is. It's just legacy. It's not because they want to be a dad. They need a legacy. That's big for men like that, right? So they do that, and then it's like, okay, I got the kids. I'm good. I no longer need the starter. Now I can go get the one that I just want to bang until I'm old and done and have on my arm and making me look like I'm that guy, even though I know I look like the crypt keeper, right? So this woman in her 20s, ma'am, as soon as you get pregnant, you're done. Because that's not your role. You're just supposed to look young and stay tight and have all kinds of crazy sex with him and look good on his arm. That's what you are supposed to do. The minute you want to become a mom, he's on to the next. He is on to the next. Yes, we were, Rocka. I was like, why would she say welcome to the hood? Excuse me. But can we talk about that? Because I think Lisa felt some sort of way about that. Because I think that Lisa thought that she was talking about her. And she was like, what you mean by that? That's when a Jamaican popped out. She was like, what you mean by that? Why would you say that? And then when she got clarity, I like Lisa. I like me some Lisa. Oh, hold on. I think Taina had a comment. Hey, Taina. Taina said Alexia been taking little microaggressions against Gertie. Yeah. Because there's no reason for her to have an issue with her. There's literally no reason for her to have an issue with her. She's just trying to find something. Natasha said, Lisa signed a prenup. It will be interesting to see what she gets from the divorce. Does she have a cheating clause? Especially women, especially if you're marrying a man for money, always have a cheating clause. Always. Joy said, Alexia has a lot of internalized misogyny she needs to deal with because she can support her son without victim blaming and not holding him accountable. Yep. I'm just like, well, what we seen of his son? Are you sure? Are you sure? I had to go and protect my baby because he was about to go to prison because of this. That was given Jamaican. Anyway, I'm like, girl, from what we seen in your son, I need to see the tape. I need to see the tape. Hey, Brenda. Brenda said Alexa is jealous of Gertie. Alexia is jealous of Gertie. She's using this platform to build her career. Alexia has been on Real Housewives of Miami, and did nothing for notoriety. Yeah, she just married wealthy, and was a mom. Nothing absolutely wrong with that, but what else do you bring to the table? Because what you're not going to do is come at the only woman on the show, one of the only women on the show, bringing something to the table. Brenda said, I agree. Nicole has every right to set boundaries and limits regarding her father, especially if every time she meets with this man, she is falling out in a ball of tears. I will say this, though, about her relationship with her dad. If Nicole is holding a grudge against her father and his new woman because of her mother, let that go. Why? Because your mama let it go. Your mama still meeting with him and telling him that he's going to talk to you to fix the situation. So if she's no longer mad, you need to let that go too. Let that go too. Katie said, not too much of my girl Alexia. Listen, she's just been dry boots for me. And I just feel like if Alexia drops the I'm that girl without showing us why she's that girl, then I could rock with her. But right now, I don't see it. Miss GG88 said, Dr. Nicole is me right now with my daddy. Same. I've been considering calling him because life is short. We'll see. Do what you gotta do. Let me know how it went for you. Vodka said, and doesn't it seem like everyone on the show kisses Alexia's ring? I don't know why. Like she is the mob boss and will kill you if you go against her. I don't know why. Did she not hire everybody, but did she recommend everybody outside of the OGs? I don't know. I do not know. Tia Bia said, I really think Alexia said that to Adriana because last season Adriana told her ex died. Oh, I gotta watch last season. Oh, girl, what? Oh my goodness. Hey, So Steph. So Steph said, Nikki, how are you? I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you, sis? I tried to watch this, but it was so stale. The fashions were there, though. I'm telling you, stick with it. Stick with it. Girl, watch it. Get to episode 4, and it's going to change. It's going to change for you. Episode 4, I was like, yo. After that, the show up from there, and it's all because of Lisa. Hey, Sebastian, thank you so much for the super chat. Bling, bling. Sebastian said, so Nikki, LOL, Lisa is white. Her mom was just born in Jamaica. Lisa was born in Toronto, and her father is German. Lifting her up in prayer, though, because it's going to get real Maury-ish in a few episodes. Ciao. I never met a white Jamaican. I met a Chinese one. Remember the story I told you about that Chinese girl who was mad at me because I was staring at her in shock? Forgive me. I've never seen a Chinese Jamaican. I've never met a Chinese Jamaican person before. So it was a lot for me to see this Chinese girl speaking patois. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I didn't think that I was staring like that though, but she had a problem. What did she say? Why did American girl stare at me like that for? I was like, oh, who, me? Like, yeah, you. I'm sorry. KB said, what do you think of Lenny wanting the nanny to take an Uber? Absolutely evil. Absolutely evil. And if I was that nanny, oh girl, I would be reporting back to Lisa everything he did. Everything he did. You don't care about me and my broken wrist? No problem. I'm gonna help Lisa take you to the cleaners. Sasha said Lenny denying help as a whole was sick. Sick. I'm like, where does he work? Where does he work? And I'm telling you, I could be reaching, but I wanted to know the culture of that nanny. I really, really did. Because if that nanny was a brown skin girl, for me, I would want to see all the reports and from all of his patients who were brown. I would want to see that, because if that is how you react to somebody who possibly has a broken arm, saying it's just a wrist injury, I want to know how you talk to all your people of color patients. I want to know that, because that right there showed me something, and I need to make sure that you're not like that with everybody, and it was just an isolated incident and you didn't know what to do and it was on camera. Let me know something, because if that is how you treat your patients, you should not be practicing. I'm telling you, doctors and nurses are getting exposed for being awful this week. What is going on? Absolutely. Absolutely, Joy. You can tell a lot about a person by how they treat the service workers and the help. Absolutely. He did not want to help her at all. I'm like, if the cameras wasn't there, would you just let that lady lie there in pain? It was just weird. Weird. Sasha said he didn't even touch her, and the nerve to ask the woman that takes care of your kids to go in an Uber. Well, he don't care about them children. You're sitting over here talking in front of your son about how you are sleeping with another woman that ain't his mama, your wife. And your friend cared more about your child than you, and was just like, I think he can hear. And you're like, no, let's continue the conversation. Whoo! Whoo! Yasmin said, I understood Lenny's point. A broken arm isn't always a butt. That bad, maybe. He seemed like such a heartless jerk, and as a dude, as a doctor, he had zero interest. That was weird. If anybody would have jumped into action, you would have thought that it would have been him. Hey Teresa, how are you, sis? Said Lenny probably thought it was cute when Lisa played Ditzy in the past. He is so over her now. It's rough. He's so over her now because he moved on to somebody else while still being married. Ciao. Miss GG88 said, Nikki, you have to see that ridiculous argument from last season between Larsa and Adriana about Adriana seeing Kanye. What? I'm okay. You're gonna make me watch last season. How many episodes is in last season? Brenda said, I wouldn't call an ambulance for an arm injury, and depending on the health insurance, they may not cover the service if it's not deemed an emergency. But I would have driven her, not call an Uber. Okay. ST said, I agree with Lenny, but not the tone. Ambulances are needed for emergencies like heart attacks, overdoses, stroke, car accidents, not a broken arm. You take them to the ER. Okay. Listen, I've never broke anything. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. He could have went about it an entirely different way, though. KB said, can we talk about Larsa asking Lisa? Oh my God, why did she do that? Larsa and Lisa give me Karen and Giselle, right? But just with a bit more love, right? A bit more friendship. Because why did Larsa do that? The same way, it's like, Lisa, why would you talk about her condo? Like, they be taking shots at each other. Target's Fable collection, don't get anything from there. The tights, the jewelry, everything is Basura. Everything is Basura. Oh, yes, let's talk about that. Hold on. Yes. Hey, Joy. Joy said, this is on Watch What Happens Live. Lisa said she knew her. Yes. Lisa on Watch What Happens Live, she said that her and Larsa ran into the woman that Lenny was with because Lenny was holding his hands with the girl. She was just like, this is still fresh. We're still married. Like, please don't do this in front of me. And then Lisa was just like, and I also told her, like, this ain't cool, because she knew the woman. The woman is from their social circles. My thing is, I always keep that same energy with the man, right? But if the dude starts a relationship with somebody that you knew, that you're friendly with, it's fair game. It's fair game. I'm dragging him and you. Let's go. If you don't know me, if we don't know each other, okay. But if you know me, you've been commenting on our Facebook anniversary post, you getting that same heat. Thank you, Sebastian, for another super chat. Sebastian said, Lisa is better than me. Lenny did all that talking in front of their 7-year-old. He wouldn't be able to hide from me when I watch this back. Yeah, like, this has to be brutal for her. I hope she don't watch this season. Like, just it can't be good for her mental. It can't be. Thank you, Sebastian, for the super chat. Thank you. Oh, where? It's a comment saying, well, who? Pirates? Walk the plank? Girl. She kept on saying that like it was going to land. It never landed. It never landed. Listen, NC, you said it before I could. But you know what? I will give it to Larsa. She said, I've never been with anybody married. I've never broken up, a home or anything. Because she said somebody called her a homewrecker. And she was just like, I don't know why they would say that. I've never done that. And, I believe her. I think it's just, Larsa, I just think it's just so weird that you just date really young men. As soon as they become a man, right? Like fresh out of teenagerville, you hopping on these men. It's just, I mean, we need to bring back shame. We out here acting like men. Like it's just weird. How long have they been married? Is she at the place where she can negotiate the prenup? I hope so. Dr. M said, ladies and gents, please don't sign a prenup blindly. You can put what you want in it. Get a lawyer and have he or she to read it and put what you want in it. Absolutely. I said what I said. I said what I said. You're marrying a real estate developer and you work at H&M. Why are you signing the prenup? Girl, please. Girl, please. Thank you. KB said, check your Insta DM for the other woman. So, okay, we have pictures of Lenny, the woman that Lenny is in love with. The woman that Lenny is in love with. Thank you, Shonda. I got Sebastian. I got Sebastian's super chat. I got another one. Okay, I think I'm about to hit that one. Thank you so much, Shonda. This is the woman that Lenny is in love with. Hope y'all can see it. This is her. Why is my phone acting like this? There she is. This is her. You know what? Let me see. Let me see if y'all been in this girl's comments. Oh, she got the work too. Why is everybody getting these buds? We have to move on from this. You know what? Let me mind my business. Let me mind my business. Oh, thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you for the Cash App. Stephanie said, happy belated birthday. Oh, so sad. Thank you. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Let me see. Have y'all been in the comment? Are they talking about the work she done got done? Child. Oh, somebody said pregnant soon. Girl, don't get pregnant. That's when that money gonna stop. He gonna move on to somebody else. Listen, she's a gorgeous girl. We're not even gonna hate. She's a pretty little thing. Damn. Oh, Lisa. Oh, wait, you said she has Lenny's initials. I didn't even see it. She has Lenny's initials on her titty. A married man. She has Lenny's initials on her boobs. Are they still married? Wait a minute. So this is a picture with her and Lenny, right? This is the picture, right? And she writes, memories take us back, dreams take us forward. And Lenny writes, the legs and the last pick low key kind of ruin it. First of all, sir, why are you speaking like that? You're 70. How are you doing? Why are you using low key at your big age? Your big Caucasian age. Like, get out of here. Trying to stay up to date with the young people. Like, when was this? When was this? What, are they still married? Oh, Lisa. Oh, Lisa. Are y'all still married and he is taking vacations with this woman? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely. This is right before Thanksgiving. I'd be on Snapped. I would be on Snapped. Child, if you show my headshot, she lit up a room. Dolce Delicious, thank you for the super chat. Dolce said, I love Nicole. Lenny was 1 foot out the door. Oh, really? Y'all gonna make me binge season 1. Y'all gonna make me binge season 1 this weekend. Hey, NC. Thank you again, Dolce. NC said, I said the same thing about Lenny wanting to be caught. Not only is that man pure trash, but he's also very vindictive. He knew what he was doing on that hot mic. Also, he knew the camera was right there. Yeah, he knew. I will. I'll bring her in. I'll bring her in. My mom said, hey, Star family, please request me. She'll be here. She'll be here. What? Send it to me. Did he write something else about Lisa? Oh, you know what? Y'all going. This is so sad. Even if y'all like don't work out, y'all got kids. Like, what kind of doctor is he? What kind of doctor is he? You know what? I will say this. He still got pictures of he got pictures of him and Nicole. I mean, not him and Nicole. You know what? I'm so sorry. I realized it's my screen protector. I'm like, what's going on with this? It's my screen protector. He still got pictures of them too on his. Wow. Wow. You know what? Looking at these kids, I'm starting to see a little something. I'm starting to see a little something. So maybe Lisa ain't white. Because that daughter, child. Yeah, that daughter is giving me something else. I need to see a before picture of Lisa. I need a before picture. Okay, thank you, Kay, for sending me the comments from Lenny. So commenter, Instagram commenter, Nikki.SD. Oh, speaking of Instagram, I got a little something. Nikki.SD143 said, I'm watching this episode announcing your split. Excuse me. And for some reason, I'm so sad. Lisa has always been my favorite, and I was rooting for you guys. Lenny replies, I did. I paid her bills and her salary when she was unable to work. That's what you say about your wife? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That is why you always have to go into this relationship with your own money. Your own money, because as soon as he's sour on you, all of a sudden you ain't work, you ain't do nothing. He paid everything. You ain't worth change for a quarter. After he convinced you. What your grandmother say? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You think that, I don't know if that were they filming that then? Because they talked about it extensively, so maybe not. We'll see. We will see. IA said, we all We all, Lenny and this young lady, we all know that Lenny and this young lady will not work out. Unfortunately, Lisa got too old for him. Yep. Even though she looks great, she got too old and he just wanted kids with her. That was the woman he wanted kids with. And that's it. He got his legacy. He don't need her no more. Oh yeah, the kids are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous kids. They thank God they took after their mother. Joy said Lenny was pillow talking in this side chick's ear and put the battery in her back just for her to look crazy in the court system. It, child. Is this all going to be on the show? What is going on? That explains the filler. I was like, this man's face don't move. It don't move like nothing. Like he looks like the mask. Nothing moves. Ciao. Yes, I'm watching that too. I'm watching that too. I don't know, because tomorrow is, you know what? I might do that. Oh no, when is Harry and Meghan dropping? Harry and Meghan is dropping tomorrow, so I'll do that Friday. I might do that. I might do the Real Housewives of Durban tomorrow. We'll see. We will see. Oh, this just happened. The restraining order thing just happened. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's how they like them. It's just so weird. Old people, leave them young people alone. Just like you will never look normal. It will never look like love. It will never, even if it is, it will never look like love. Why are you in your 50s and 60s with somebody in their 20s? It won't look right. Even 40s. Like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing with somebody 22 and you 43? What are y'all talking about? Outside of the bed. Like, what's happening here? What's happening? And I know there are made to similar relationships, and I know that they absolutely work out. But we have to really talk about what's really happening in a lot of those relationships, right? 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, the younger person is absolutely with the older person because for financial reasons. Absolutely. Absolutely. That 22-year-old girl is not getting up under that 63-year-old man because she thinks he's attractive. It's because she thinks he's old and has a pension and can pay her freaking bills. 26-year-old Rodney, who she really wants, who she's crying about, he sleeps on an air mattress. So she can't be with him, but she can be with this 63-year-old until Rodney gets himself together. Like, that's just the truth of the situation. And older people, you are with you 63-year-old man, you're with that 22-year-old because you feel old and you want to feel young again and you want to feel cool again. And the only way you can do that is by getting under up something that is extremely too young for you. What are you doing? Lenny, you're not cool. You done got all this stuff done. You done got these hair plugs. You done got all this filler. You done got your body sculpted. You still look 67, right? You're never going to turn back the hands of time. And they just complicated your life for what? Oh, child, how did they get together? Was it love that brought them together? Now, wait a minute, Lisa. No, from the way he talked to her, I don't believe him. But Lisa, are you getting up under that chef? Lisa, let's talk about the chef, girl. Sasha said, I feel like Lisa has something over him for him to despise her like that. I don't think that's it. I don't think she did anything. I think she, like you guys mentioned, I think she got too old for him, and I think he just wanted kids with her. I think that's it. I'm telling you, they do that all the time. The same thing happened with Ashley. As soon as she got them babies, Michael was like, this is not what I wanted from you. You were just supposed to be a hot trophy wife. Why would you want to change your body with children and now your outlook on life because you're a mom? They don't want that from them. Lenny don't want no baby from that woman. But she gonna get the baby, right? Because she wants that child support. And she wants that alimony. So she'll get all of those things and he'll leave her for something else. And she'll be fine with that because she never wanted him in the first place. Look at that girl. Get out of here. No way she looked at Lenny that looked like the damn mask and was just like, that's my future. That's what I want. please. IA said, and Lenny's mom never liked Lisa, so Lisa was always on the back foot. On a side note, Lenny and Lisa like to party, and I guess Lisa got tired of it. It's the same story. It's the same story. Miss Gigi88 said somebody made the comment that Lenny likes women running around his parties. That was Marisol, I think. Naked trying to get work done and to show off his work. I guess Lenny thinks he's the Hugh Hefner of Miami. Do you think he did her boobs? Because when I went to that girl's Instagram, everybody was saying how great her boobs look. Did he do her butt? Y'all better stop. You know what? Mind my business. You can do what you want. The spinning mama said Lenny is a plastic surgeon and has that God complex. Did you see that TikTok from that lawyer? That was just like, those are like plastic surgeons, or like surgeons in general, are like one of the top guys to not marry because they have a God complex. He is a total narcissist. Absolutely. It feeds his ego to be chased by young, beautiful women, even though they are just attracted to his wallet. Yep. I agree. I agree. Anyway, guys, let me get out of here. I have a bunch of, I'm finally in the Christmas spirit. And when you watch my other channel, you will see all the stuff that I have to do right now. I have all of this stuff that I have to not only unpack, I have to put this stuff up. And I've been putting it off for so long. I'm putting it off for a week. I just don't feel like it. It's just so much. It's just so much. But my sister, who was like the family decorator, she's on her way here. So she's going to be helping me with this stuff. But I'm just like, my God, today. Decorating an apartment is one thing. Decorating a whole house, I don't feel like it. I've been stalling, girl, stalling. But let me get. That's okay. Wait a minute. I saw something. That's why she was showing them off to him. I thought that was so weird. When Adriana did that, and he was like, "Yeah, they look great." Like, what am I supposed to say? Right? I thought it was so weird, but it makes sense. It makes sense now. That's why she showed him. I think he does good boob jobs. It's the butts. Y'all, somebody in Miami got to do better with the butts. The butts are not working out. Who got a good butt job? Summer Walker. I think Summer Walker has a great Brazilian butt lift. It looks proportional, right? The last time I saw it, but that was years ago. So I don't know what happened. That's the only thing. I would definitely get a Brazilian butt lift. I just haven't seen like a great one, right? It has to be spectacular for me to be like, you know what? I'll do that. But I just haven't seen like multiple great looking Brazilian butts, right? I have not. It has to be like spectacular, and it has to be something that is common. Like, it's common for the butt to look this great, and I just haven't seen it. And I feel like the way the devil has been trying to get me out of here, I would be the one with a botched butt. And I'm telling you, I could not go on with my life if my butt is botched. I would just be a wreck. I couldn't leave the house with a botched butt. Like, come on. I couldn't do it. So that's another thing. Well, I'll never get it done. I'll just have to do squats. Ay. Well, he does good boobs. I'll give him that. Thank you so much, Tracy. Tracy says, Star Family, please like, comment, subscribe, and share because you care. And hit that notification. Thank you all so much. We had a good time. I'll see you guys again later tonight for the Harry and Meghan thing. That was intense. Vaca said, did you see the preview for next when he was like, he knows she is going to have to be forced out of the house? Yep, with his children. Why don't you just leave and let her have a house with your damn kids? That's crazy. Oh, I just put them up, but I have so many other pumpkins that I got to put up, and I just don't feel like it. But I got to. Christmas is next week, right? I gotta put the pumpkins up. Yes, I gotta put the pumpkins up. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch last season. I think I might watch it while I'm decorating, and then hop into the Real Housewives of Durban tonight. You know what? This is the thing. The Jenner and Kardashian clan, I would never trust their work because the pictures that they show is all filtered. It's all filtered. That's not how it actually looks in real life. So I don't know. Like I remember when I saw Kim Kardashian, I was just like, okay, this is not, you know what I mean? So I've never seen Kylie in person. I've never seen anybody else in person outside of Kim. And yeah, so I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust. I got to see that in person. I got to see. Wait a minute. Now let's talk about that before I get out of here. Great work. All of it is great. Great work. Now, for me to get it done though, I have to have seen 6 million scissors, right? And it has to be the work of that surgeon for me to be like, oh, okay, you know what you're doing. But scissor is like a needle in a haystack, a needle in a haystack. Great work. Great work. Great work. Hey mom. Mom said those BBLs and butt jobs are painful. I saw Sukiya. Mom, do not bring your ghetto over here. No love and hip hop on this channel, Mom. Anyway, family, I love y'all. I'll see you guys later for the Harry and Meghan live. We're going to go through each episode as quickly as we can to get to the meat and potatoes. And then after that, probably tomorrow will be the Real Housewives of Durban. It's absolutely going to be Salt Lake City. But it might be Durban too if I can get through them tonight as well. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah. Thank you all for the super chats and cash apps. I appreciate the love. I'll see you soon. Bye. Suki.